Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I didn't, I had to help somebody move. Whew. Anyway, the Associated Press today, by the way, has issued a report on Kurt Angle's arrest Friday morning in North Dakota, who was found sitting behind a wheel of a sports utility vehicle in the median of a highway following Thursday's TNA wrestling event in Fargo. Alright, the report features comments from the highway patrolman Kevin Robson contradicting Angle's claim on Twitter. A passerby reported a vehicle was in the median approximately 12:15 a.m. Friday morning. Angle claimed that on Twitter that he was one who called police. And the trooper arrived at the scene and smelled alcohol in Angle's vehicle. Doesn't mean he drank it. He could have spilled it before he got to drink it. Anyway, he failed a field sobriety test, and Angle was arrested, charged with control of a motor vehicle while intoxicated. Which if you're intoxicated, I don't think you got control of it. Throw it out of court. Angle claimed on Twitter post that he was not drunk, but he was in an ice storm, and his car slid into 3 feet of snow. He said, "Don't believe everything you read," Angle wrote. "My life is good, and this is a speed bump in the road. Truth will come out." Angle was released on $300 bail, though. His wrestling, he wrestled that evening in Grand Forks, North Dakota. Who do you believe? I believe Jeff Hardy. Chris Jericho wrote following on his Twitter in response to Scott Hall's new video where he and Larry Zbyszko trashes him. Anyway, Jericho says, "Everybody make sure to check out this week's Last Call with Scott Hall. Does top entertainment. I laughed so hard, haven't laughed this hard in ages," he says. "Thanks, guys." A little sarcasm in there. Anyway, WWE's opened up a new Twitter account on about the WWE Classics on Demand, and guess what it is? It's called @WWE Classics OD on Demand. Alright, Toys R Us stores are going to be doing a WrestleMania 27 promotion this week where you can buy $40 worth of WWE merchandise and you get $10 discount on your pay-per-view bill when you order WrestleMania. It's going to take more than $10 discount for me to get it. Anyway, I may get it anyway. Tonight's Raw, by the way, is sold out, taking place at Allstate Arena, Chicago, Illinois, and this is the last time Raw is going to be on before WrestleMania. WWE will tape Superstars, NXT, and segments for SmackDown, by the way, tonight at Raw, so you're going to get the triple, quadruple header. By the way, Edge, Triple H, Cena, Randy Orton's taking on Miz, Barrett, Punk, Alberto Del Rio, as advertised locally, by the way. Anyway, here's a couple other things supposed to go on. Showdown between The Rock and The Miz and Cena. Showdown between Triple H and Undertaker. Pre-taped segments with Trish, Snooki, Layla, and Michelle McCool, which I think takes place in a bar. Alright, by the way, TNA Wrestling.com has released the following preview of this week's episode of TNA Impact, which you can check out on their website. And this is some of the information too. How far will Hulk Hogan go to get Sting's world title back under the Immortal control? Not he don't want it back, but under Immortal. Plus, now Kurt Angle is signed with to wrestle Jeff Jarrett in Lockdown. Will Kurt seek further revenge? TNA Wrestling President Dixie Carter wrote, "I am" on her Twitter account before deleting the message a short while later. Odd. It was her first tweet since March 2nd. Somebody must be taking her keypad away from her. TNA World Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Sting featured on a promotional poster for Sacrifice pay-per-view event, which takes place May 15th, by the way, in Orlando, Florida. The poster features image of Sting's face with the tagline, "Will one man's legacy fulfill another man's dream?" I don't know. WWE is holding SmackDown live events Saturday, June 25th, State Farm Arena in Texas. April 30th, by the way, tickets go on sale. WWE registered trademarks for these sayings, whatever. Anyway, Team Bring It sounds like to me it's going to be a rock type deal there. And another trademark they did is bigger, badder, and better. Another trademark is WWE Capital Punishment. And another is a movie studio title, Child Proof. Anyway, and they also trademarked Tyson Kidd name, so he can't go anywhere without it. All right, WWE.com, which is revamped today's, the website's been revamped, has switched the main event listing for WrestleMania 27 from Triple H and Taker to The Miz and Cena. By the way, Jerry Lawler worked last night's WWE Raw Live event in Evansville, Indiana as special guest referee for the main event of Cena and Orton taking on Miz and Punk. While Sean Waltman, by the way, and Kevin Nash have indicated that Scott Hall will be at the Hall of Fame to see Shawn Michaels' induction, Hall reveals in a new interview with Wrestling News Live that he would not be attending. And the way I look at it, Hall should know more than anybody. Scott Hall says, I want to announce right now that I wanted to be in Atlanta to see Shawn Michaels get inducted to the Hall of Fame, but I had to change my mind because I'm not strong enough to be in that situation right now. All I wanted was to be around my old buddies in Atlanta and where we, take over, where we go over Rover, he says. With the NWO stuff, such fun city, but being with the boys is such a heavy trigger for me to party like that, and I'm not ready for that kind of atmosphere. I'm going to sit at home and watch the pay-per-view, which if he can't handle it, that's good. That he's going to be staying home. Just say no. Maybe he can. Shawn Michaels revealed on Twitter that his recent WWE WrestleMania 27 traffic has raised, my fault, $60,000 for charity. He said, I can't thank everyone enough for helping out. In fact, it just doesn't happen without each and every one of you, so on, so on, so on. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. Former world champion heavyweight Van Vader, or Big Van Vader, or just Vader, can be found on Twitter. It's at It's Vader Time. While his son Jesse White, who's expected to be signed by WWE any day now, is at _Jesse White _. Vader, noted on Vader Time World Tour 2011, is currently underway in Japan with stops coming in Mexico, England, Dubai, and United States. WWE diva Maurice noted on her Twitter last night that she indicated and she wants to be heading to Dancing with the Stars tonight to watch Chris Jericho. It looks like WWE's sending some divas each week, and Alicia Fox, Bella Twins were there last week to cheer on Jericho, so good deal. And they're after publicity. An internal WWE pay-per-view memo still lists the Final Four-Way as having that name, but new taglines in Capital Punishment. It was previously reported that Fatal 4-Way is getting ready to be changed to Capital Punishment, but until the official word gets around from WWE, and they really didn't want to do it until they trademarked it, it sounds like Capital Punishment name is just the tagline. And for what it's worth, WWE recently registered a trademark Capital Punishment. And by the way, Stan, the guy that's with Stopwatch, said there was 32 minutes 17 seconds of in-ring action this past Friday on SmackDown, down from 34 minutes and 13 seconds from the previous week. Percy Watson, by the way, is back on the road with SmackDown brand this weekend, picking up wins over Drew McIntyre. Drew he's done something wrong. And as noted before, Animal is booked for WWE live events May 27th in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.